Hello, this is Lydia Saxton, and I'm a home teacher with the Carlson Home Hospital School. I'm here today to tell you about the new intervention algebra program that we have. It is a Common Core based program that will begin this Saturday. It will run for 7 Saturdays, and each Saturday will be a 2-hour session per student. There are 10 modules that we are going to be working from. Each module is 2 hours, and each module covers specific topics in Algebra 1, Common Core Algebra 1. Since you have 7 weeks, you are going to be choosing from among the 10 modules. You can choose whichever ones you feel will best benefit your student. However, before you begin using the modules, there is a formative assessment. There's also a summative assessment, and I'll talk about that in a minute. There's a formative assessment which you must give the student. The formative assessment is divided by the module, and you give them in order. Each part of the assessment has only about 5 or 6 questions. So if you finish the formative assessment for Module 1, you continue on to Module 2 and Module 3. You can give them in stages, but make sure that you give all 10 of the module formative assessment forms to the students. The summative assessment looks more like a regular end-of-course algebra test. It is not divided up by the topics in each module. It is all mixed, and it is multiple choice. We do, of course, have the answer sheets provided for you for both the formative and the summative assessment. The materials that we're using are supplemental materials. You may not, because of the nature of this intervention course, we are not permitted to use regular algebra textbooks that have been approved by the district. So because of that, we have 2 basic sources that we're using for materials. The first source is a supplemental textbook series called Key to Algebra, and this is what the first book looks like. There are 10 books in the series, Key to Algebra 1, Key to Algebra 2, and so on. And each book covers a different topic, and these you will get in the resource room, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Or not just from the resource room, somewhere at the Carlson offices. So that's the basis of a lot of what you're going to be covering. However, this series does not address all the Common Core standards. Because of that, we have another set of materials, and you'll see this in the overview of the 10 modules. And in each section, each module, it will explain quite clearly to you what materials you use. You will have a packet for each module. They're materials that I put together that are not in the Key 2 series and not in any approved textbook. So for example, in Module 3, which is about exponents and polynomials, some of what you will use will come from the Key 2 series, and some will come from what I call the packet. And again, all this material will be made available to you in the Carlson office. There's also an intervention record form that's for office use that you will have to fill out, and Mark Hummer in the office will email that to you. Look for that and instructions on how to fill that out. If you have any questions, you can email me through my LAUSD email, which is lsaxt1@lausd.net. That's lsaxt1@lausd.net. You can also contact Mark Hummer in the office for any logistical problems that you might encounter. So what do you need to do in the next couple of days? You need to call the office and arrange for a time that you can come in and pick up the materials, and you need to find out who your students will be, and you need to begin teaching this Saturday. You can arrange your own schedule with your students, and you need to use the 2 groups of materials I mentioned, the Key to Algebra series and the additional packet of materials which will be available to you in the office for each module. I hope you have a successful time teaching this Algebra 1 Common Core intervention course, and I look forward to hearing about your comments. Bye-bye. Thank you.
I have one edit. I'm sorry. Do not call the office.
Oh,
please contact Mark Hummer and email him.
Wait.